मेरे घर आके तो देखो. August 15, 2023. This is the national campaign. In Karnataka, we are calling it by Kuvempu's famous words, Teredide mane oba atithi. The objective of this campaign is to open your home to unlikely guests, to share love, hospitality and camaraderie, and to go to those homes where you have never been before or wouldn't generally step into. In our differences, may we find each other. Now, various organizations across the country have taken on this campaign, and in Karnataka, we have created a little, what you can call a starter kit for hosts. So if you are someone who wants to join, who wants to open their homes and invite people who would otherwise not come to your house on a normal day, then we would like you to listen to us, hear this starter kit and see if that helps. And of course, to say that while this is a general set of suggestions for individuals who might want to host Mere Ghar Aake Dekho in their homes, groups, collectives and community members may think of doing this differently. We invite everyone to find their own ways of celebrating the togetherness. The date is decided, so that's August 15th. Now, before you do anything else, first have a chat with those you share your home with. Take their consent and ask if they are going to be comfortable with this and whether they would like to participate or whether they would just like to be left alone. Convincing them to participate is a good idea, but do respect their opinion and decision on this, because this is as much their house as it is yours. And then you can start all the planning with or without their help, depending on their interest. Now, the next decision is to figure out what time would you like your guests to come. And this would then cater to what would you like to serve them, what the kind of activities that you would like to do. So decide how long you would also want them to stay at your place. How long do you want the guests? Is this 1 hour, 2 hours? Is it going to be like a tindi in the morning, or is it going to be an evening chai coffee? Depending on the time, decide on very minimum refreshment according to your budget. Now, there's no hard and fast rule. We all serve chai, coffee. If you have some juice or some little kurmur, tindi, whatever you have. And we really want this to be something that's comfortable for you, that you don't feel too stretched in being able to do it. Decide how many people you want to invite. This of course depends on how much of the space in your house can you use for something like this. Now, the very important part, you have to now decide who your guests will be. Now, the whole idea is to have guests who A, have not been to your house ever, and 2, who would ordinarily not be part of your social circle. Now, this could be people from your children's school. It could be the shopkeepers and vendors who are around your community. It could be your house help if you have any. It could just be your neighbors who you've never really thought of speaking to or going and sharing something. It could be people from different religions, different languages, different regions. Bangalore, I live in Bangalore, and it's such a mixed city that we have, you know, around the building, we have many different kinds of people who've come and settled here, made it their money from various parts of the country. So you could call some of them. And the idea also is that you're going to reciprocate, and I will come to that, that you will also go to their house. Make a list of these people that you want to invite and start going to them, to their home, to their workspaces as you know them. Explain the idea to them and then invite them. Ask them, would they like to bring anybody? Because, you know, if they want to bring children, for example, that would require a little different kind of planning. Now plan the time you will spend with them. What do you want to do? You can think of small ice-breaking games. I have seen food and films are two things in India that will always get even very different people talking. So maybe an ice-breaking session could be each of them say their name and then share what is their favorite food or favorite film star and or favorite movie song, and that could get you know, some jig going. Plan other activities also if you want. Something for the children would be good. Storytelling perhaps. This could also be depending again on whether the other people you share your home space with give you that permission. Show them around your house if you have plants. Take them to your kitchen. Show them your masala rack. I'm Bangali and we use very different kinds of masalas than my Karnataka friends. So I always like showing them that, you know, these are the kind of masalas we use for different kinds of cooking. You could also show old photographs because sometimes those are conversation starters. And of course, children can play, dance, read a poem, sing a song. Many children love doing it, so that should also be fine. It is best, you know, to have some plans, some broad plans, but not to be too stringent about how you're going to control that time. Let things flow organically, naturally, and many things will happen. Now, importantly, the day before the meeting, you must remind them because, you know, in our busyness, most of us might forget. On the day of the meeting, clean your house nicely, put some samrani if you want. I really like doing that because that gives a very nice and fresh feel to the house. Do some kolam, alpana, rangoli, maybe. Put some malige if you want and wait for your guests excitedly. You can also keep some of the eatables ready. And some of the eatables can, you know, you can actually invite them. If you're going to make chai, coffee, you can invite them to come into your kitchen and make it if that's how you want it. Once they come, introduce everyone and let the time roll. Now, as they begin to leave, start talking to them about visiting their homes. This is also about reciprocating, as I said, and learning about others. So suggest when it would be convenient, maybe for them to invite you. And of course, there will be people who may not want that for various reasons, and that's all right too. But from your side, there has to be, it'll be great if there is a certain reciprocity. Now, we also felt that there are some things that as guests and hosts, we should remember for happy, safe, joyous meetings to happen. Our homes are private spaces. Please be sensitive to the people who share your home with you. They should not feel uncomfortable with what you're doing. Similarly, guests should not be too inquisitive and probe too much. There is a sense of equal kind of comfort that should be there between the guests and the hosts, and to be a little alert and sensitive to that. There will be awkward moments. You're meeting some of these people for the first time in your home. There'll be silences too, but that's okay. Not everyone can become, you know, super friendly very quickly, and that's all right. Keep in mind that those who come home may also have suspicions about the motive of this activity and may ask questions. We have, as a community, as society, become more suspicious of each other's motives as to what's in it, why are they doing it, what's in it for them. Don't get angry or upset because that doesn't get us anywhere. Answer calmly, and if they get very rude, you can always tell them that they are welcome to leave if this is not their thing. Make sure that your guests are safe. This would include them being rudely spoken to by people in your family, in your building area, etc. If you live in one of those apartment blocks where there are, you know, security guards and such other impediments, make sure that they know you're going to have guests who may be different from the kind of guests you have regularly. This will ease the discomfort that come up sometimes. Make sure you check whether your guests are veg, non-veg, etc. and make arrangements that take into consideration your guests' dietary choices. Best not to be judgmental either way about this. Keep away from lecturing or sounding like you know everything. The conversation should be about learning both ways. And it's always good to keep a basic medical kit handy. That's it. That's our little starter kit. And we hope that if you did want to open your home, this is going to encourage you. You're going to feel more comfort in being able to open your doors to new guests. Teredide mane oba atithi. Mere ghar aake to dekh. Thank you.